Before we start our time calculations, I want to introduce you to the time button on your calculator. It's actually the degrees, minutes and seconds button, which is found over here, but we can use it for time calculations. So let's have a look at our first calculation. The difference in time, so you would have to find the difference in time, or you can multiply, add, subtract, or divide time. So we're going to find the difference in time. So difference means subtract, and we will subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So here goes, 59 minutes and 2 seconds, and we're going to subtract 48 minutes and 52 seconds. Now the problem before was this here, so you would have to go and borrow 1 minute, and then 1 minute becomes 60 seconds, so the 2 seconds becomes 62 seconds, and then you would do your calculation. And sometimes this really confused you. So let's have a look what we do on the time button. So first of all, it's all there for you. What we will do, we would go and type in 59 and press the time button. Then you would go 0 and then 59, so 0 hours, then 59 minutes, and then you would type in your 2, but you do it all in one calculation. So you would go 0 time button, 59 time button, 2 time button. Then you would subtract, and you would do the same with 0 hours, 48 minutes and 52 seconds, and you press your equals and you will get 0, 10, 10. Now if you put it in the calculator, or if you put it as the calculator stipulates, you will be penalized quite heavily. So we have 0 hours, 10 minutes, and 10 seconds. You have to convert the degrees, minutes, and seconds, which is used in geography, to hours, minutes, and seconds. I want to show you that when we're doing this, and I'm sure you've come across it before, you get here what we call the syntax error. So that means syntax is sentence construction, but now we've got mathematical sentence construction, and at the bottom you have a choice. You can either go to your AC button, which cancels everything, but we have this bottom line which is very, very useful. So what you would do, so to understand this arrow ties up with that arrow, and it means go to, or this arrow ties up with that arrow on your big blue button. So if you go and press one of those sideways buttons, the magic thing happens is automatically your cursor flashes in that position, and that tells you exactly where your mistake is. And you can see what you forgot to do was you forgot to press the time button again. So all you would do is you would go and press the time button again, it fills it in, press your equals, and you will get to the answer that we got to from our first one. So that's just a little message for helping you correct your mistakes that you make. Right, the next thing, you need to learn your DSTB. So why do I call it DSTB? Well, we all know about DSTB, and we are going to use it. This is distance, this is speed, and this is time. So whenever you have a scenario where you've got distance and speed, or distance and time, or two of those three, you know you can either use ratio or you go straight to the DSTB triangle. Right, the Cape Town Cycle Tour, by far the quickest time ever recorded and highest ever average speed of 46.1 kilometers an hour, was set on the 205 kilometer course in 1993 by Wimpy van der Merwe. How long in hours, minutes and seconds did it take him to complete the race? Right, so we have our DSTB triangle. Let me just do it neatly. So again, D, S, T, upside down V, and I have a look. I've got 105 kilometers, so I've got the distance. I have got the speed, so I have to find time, and it said how long in hours, minutes, and seconds. So I know that time equals distance over speed. Right, and now we just go and do substitution, which is my distance was 105 kilometers. Kilometers. Let me do that neatly. 105 kilometers over my speed was 46.1 kilometers per hour. And you will see kilometers cancels with kilometers, so my answer is going to be hours. So you take out your calculator and all you're going to do is 105 divided by 46.1. No time buttons here, and your answer will be 2,27765. And so many people are tempted to say that's 2 hours 27 or 28 minutes rounded up. But that is not the case. You've got to understand the meaning of this. This is 2 whole hours. So we've got 2 hours, and this part here is a fraction of an hour because all of this is hours. So I have got plus 0.277, and I'm going to round off to here, 2777 hours. I now need to change it to minutes. And if you are unsure, you say 1 minute equals 1 hour, 1 hour equals 60 minutes. 2 hours will equal 120 minutes. So what did I do to the hours to get minutes? I multiplied by 60. So I'm going to multiply by 60. So in your calculator, all you're going to do is you're going to type in 0.2777 multiplied by 60, and you will get 16.68. These are minutes, but remember this is a cycling race where seconds count. So now I have to change minutes to seconds. And again, here I go. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. 2 minutes equals 120. Again, I'm multiplying by 60, but now these are my whole minutes. So I've got 2 hours, 16 minutes, plus a fraction of a minute, plus 0.68 minutes, and I'm going to multiply by 60. So now we'll get 2 hours, 16 minutes. And if I do that on my calculator, I am going to get 40.8 seconds. Does the 8 seconds, 8 seconds count here? Most certainly, because it's a cycling race. So hours, minutes, and seconds will be 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 40.8 seconds. We won't round because remember, comma of a second does count. I want to show you a few more examples using the calculator. So a holiday maker travels to Durban in 6.25 hours. The distance is 625 kilometers. What is the average speed? So again, we are talking about DST upside down V. What is the average speed? So I'm looking at, so my speed equals distance, and my distance is 625 kilometers, and my time is 6¼ hours. Please always set out your sum before you take out your calculator. You've got to remember speed is always in kilometers per hour, which is fine because you've got kilometers per hour over here. Let's have a look how we're going to put this in on the calculator. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to press your fraction button, and that would have given you this. So you would type in your 625 there, you press your down arrow here to get to the bottom, and what you are now going to do is you're going to press your shift and then the fraction button in order to get the mixed number version. And all you will do is you're going to type in 6¼ press the equals, and you will get 100. So the average speed here will equal 100 kilometers per hour. And go and check average speed. Yes, that is a speed. Let's look at the next one. Another holiday maker travels to Durban in 6 hours and 40 minutes. The distance is still the same, 625. What is the average speed? So my speed is going to equal, again, 625 kilometers, and I'm going to have 6 hours and 40 minutes. So again, I'm going to use my time button. In this case, you would press your fraction button, type in your 625, press the down arrow, and you're purely going to type in 6, time button, 40, time button, press equals, and now you get 375 over 4. Press the SD button, and you will get 93.75. So that is 93.75 kilometers per hour. 93.75 kilometers per hour. And just please read your question. Do you have to round it off or not? So this is also an average speed of nearly 100 kilometers per hour. Let's look at the third and the final one. An athlete covers 5 kilometers in 22 minutes. So again, D, S, T, upside down V. And what is his average speed? So speed is distance over time, which is going to be 5 kilometers over 22 minutes, right? But remember, speed is always kilometers per hour. So we have to change 22 minutes to hours. And the way we do that is you're going to write it as 22 over 60. Go back to your calculator, and again, you're going to press your fraction button first, type in your 5, press your down arrow, and then type in your fraction button again, not mixed number, just fraction button, 22 over 60, press your equals, and you'll get 150 over 11. Press the SD button, and you will get 13.6363. So this athlete, it's going to be 13.6363. I would round it off to 1 or 2 decimal places. Let's round off to 1. Look at the neighbor. So rounded off is 13.6 kilometers in 1 hour. For more practice, please go to page 50, the summary and questions, and number 3.